We requested that media accompany us in the facility. The Biden administration said no. The Trump administration had allowed media inside facilities like that. The Obama administration had allowed media inside facilities like that. The George W. Bush administration had. The Bill Clinton administration had. But the Biden administration wants to hide what is going on here.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Alrighty, guys, welcome to the show. Sorry for some technical difficulties. I'm currently in Dallas right now, doing some work out here with some different film and doing some other stuff for some documentary stuff. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you guys for being patient. There's always something that goes wrong when you're doing something different here when you're on the road and stuff like that. So thank you guys very much for joining the stream tonight. And I just wanted to show you guys a couple stuff tonight that's going on with Ted Cruz specifically. Ted Cruz has gone down to the border with some GOP and some other individuals to expose what's going down at the southern border. And what's coming out right now is actually pretty interesting, because if you saw in the intro video, the GOP, Republicans are going down there and they're requesting media. Okay, so now we reported earlier that it was the Border Patrol, right? It was the Border Patrol that was being gagged under unofficial gag order, that wasn't able to communicate with the media or book any ride-alongs so people can go down there and actually see what's taking place. So it's pretty interesting stuff, and we're going to get into it. So guys, thank you for bearing with me and the technical difficulties. Welcome to Drew Hernandez Live. If you guys can subscribe to the channel. I don't normally stream like this. I only stream whenever, like this, whenever I'm in a hotel. Sometimes the internet isn't the best, so let me know how this, guys. Let me know how this goes, and we'll see how it goes tonight. But I just wanted to break a couple things down for you guys, and if the internet doesn't work best, then we'll probably just have to reschedule this stream. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Let me know how this goes in the chat below, and if it doesn't get any better, we'll probably just kill the stream and restart at a later time. So I'm in a hotel. Alrighty, I'm on the road. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I wanted to hang out with you guys tonight, so bear with me. I'm obviously not in my studio. I'm not on my internet connection. I'm in a hotel room right now, so I wanted to hang out with you guys still on Friday. So I appreciate you guys coming out tonight. I appreciate you guys joining the stream. I thank you guys very much for being a part of what I am doing. I'm 100% independent. If you guys could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification immediately, that would be a huge benefit to me, guys. If you guys can do that real quick. When you hit the bell notification, make sure to toggle on the all option, because if you leave it on just the option that YouTube gives you, it'll just be occasional notifications and you won't get the full notifications of every single video that I post. So normally, guys, if you guys are watching this stream for the very first time, normally I don't stream like this. This isn't normally my backdrop and audio and all that. When I'm on the road, I do the best that I can to keep this show going. If I'm in a hotel room, I'm doing the best I can to hang out with you guys. So that explains all this stuff going on. So I apologize for the technical difficulties, and even if the internet isn't the best. So, video far and wide, please do so immediately right now. I would truly appreciate that. If you guys could share this video far and wide so we can get the message out. So we will do the best that we can tonight with what we have. So thank you guys. And also, I am 100% independent. If you guys would like to leave a super chat below, that's how you can support me and support this show. Leave a super chat below, or you can donate directly to my website. The link is in the description below. That is how you can support me as a creator and as an independent journalist and reporter. This is how you guys can support me. So I truly appreciate it. So let's take a look at this. For the sake of the internet and what's going on with our technical difficulties, we'll probably keep this show down to about 30 minutes. So stay with me. I'm going to play you guys this full video. Ted Cruz took a trip down to the southern border, the Rio Grande Valley, and some other Republican senators went down there as well, and they were touring the border detention facility that are housing children, housing migrants. Obviously, they are being overstuffed like sardines. It is absolutely a crisis at the southern border, and Joe Biden, even in his press conference yesterday, was trying to play it off and say that it's actually not as bad as people are making it to be. And actually, Joe Biden was saying yesterday that this is actually normal. He was trying to get us to believe that what's taking place at the southern border is actually normal, and appointing Kamala Harris is somehow going to fix things. I've been telling you guys on this stream, I've been telling you every single stream that Kamala Harris is nothing but damage control. She's going to do what Kamala Harris does best, and that's sweep her scandals under the rug. She's going to appear to make things look like they're normal or they're being fixed. Kamala Harris is not really going to fix the issues because Kamala Harris does not care. So yeah, some people are saying in the comment section below that this is a crisis, because it absolutely is. And I just want to remind you guys, I am on a hotel Wi-Fi right now. I wanted to hang out with you guys, so that's probably why this is a little bit choppy. So we'll see about that. So happy Friday, but let's continue. So I'm going to play you guys this video because if you guys remember, Border Patrol themselves were saying that they're on unofficial gag order where they're not allowed to communicate with the media. They're not allowed to communicate any data. They're not allowed to communicate with any optics. They don't want any of this stuff coming out. So now it's come out. Today, Ted Cruz is exposing Joe Biden. Ted Cruz is exposing Joe Biden because now even politicians are going down to the southern border and they're putting in media requests to go into these detention facilities, and now they are being rejected as well. So this is a clear cover-up. The Biden administration does not want this coming out. They're trying to play it down as if it's something normal. Joe Biden says this happens once a year and it's somehow normal, when it's absolutely, that's the furthest from the truth. This is not normal. It doesn't happen once a year. This is the worst border crisis, according to some DHS agents, that we've ever seen in the past 20 years. So here is Ted Cruz. Here's a video of Ted Cruz exposing Joe Biden with his recent trip down to the southern border in Texas at the Rio Grande Valley. Take a look.
Thank you, John. It is great to be back in the Rio Grande Valley. It is terrific that John and I were able to bring 18 senators down to Texas, down to the Valley, to see firsthand the crisis that is unfolding here. All of us today witnessed the Biden cages. What is occurring here on the border is heartbreaking, and it is a tragedy. You know, as we stand by the banks of the Rio Grande, we have an army of TV cameras here. It is striking that not a single one of these cameras is allowed in the Donna facility. We requested that media accompany us in the facility. The Biden administration said no. The Trump administration had allowed media inside facilities like that. The Obama administration had allowed media inside facilities like that. The George W. Bush administration had. The Bill Clinton administration had. But the Biden administration wants to hide what is going on here. Not only that, but a number of us took pictures and took videos because the American people have a right to know what is happening here. And the Biden administration sent down political handlers to try to keep silent, to try to keep the American people not knowing what's going on. The Donna facility is a giant tent city built with a capacity of 250. It has nearly 4,000 people in it. We saw cages after cages after cages of little girls, of little boys, lying side by side, touching each other, covered with reflective emergency blankets. There was no 6-foot space, there was no 3-foot space, there wasn't a 3-inch space between the children lined up one after the other after the other. And children as young as infants. We saw playpens with infants and toddlers playing. We also saw a group of children who just today tested positive for COVID-19. The Donna facility alone reports roughly 10% of the individuals being held there are testing positive for COVID-19. Rates dramatically higher than the U.S. population, and the Biden administration is taking people who are testing positive for COVID-19 and locking them in cages side by side. This is inhumane, it is wrong, and it is the direct consequence of policy decisions by the Biden administration to stop building the wall, to return to catch and release, and to end the stay in Mexico policy. A number of us are releasing those photographs and releasing those videos so the American people can see what's happening here. This needs to stop. It is a crisis, it is a tragedy, and it is a man-made crisis. This was avoidable, this was preventable. And regardless of your party, Republican or Democrat, you should look at what's going on here and say enough is enough, this must stop.
So for some of you guys that may have missed the video that I just played before Ted Cruz, this is getting worse. It's getting absolutely worse. But for some of you guys that missed that video that I played before, I'm going to play it for you one more time. Because if you noticed in the video, Ted Cruz does touch on the fact that there's no social distancing. The kids are not 6 feet apart. They're not 3 feet apart. They're not 3 inches apart. They're being stuffed side by side in these detention facilities with their reflective blankets to keep them warm. And there's no protocol for combating the virus, right? That's what the left and the radical left has been preaching to us for the past year and a half, going on 2 years, that we need to social distance, we need to stay 6 feet apart, and we need to stay home to save lives, and we're going to save people by staying 6 feet apart. But now that they have created this crisis at the southern border, they're taking no steps to make sure that the spread of the virus doesn't happen. So here is actually some of the clips that I wanted to show you that I played earlier of inside these detention facilities. Now, before I show you this, I want to clarify, because one of the congressmen actually posted this on his Twitter account. I retweeted it. Senator James Lankford, excuse me, not a congressman, a senator. Senator James Lankford tweeted this video I'm about to show you, and he said this. He said, "Day 2 from the border. This is a pod that's designed to hold 80 people. This is a pod that is designed to hold 80 people that's currently holding 709 people." So this video I'm about to show you is only meant to house only 70 people. and it is currently housing over 700 people, or 80 people. It's supposed to house only 80 people, but it is now housing over 700 people. The video is pretty short, but take a look. So there's the video. They're stuffed in there like sardines. They're not being treated well. They're not being taken care of well. It seems like the Biden administration cared so much about the virus and having us all just completely separated and social distancing 6 feet apart, and no one can be with each other. You can't go to Thanksgiving. You can't have more than 5 people in your house, because if you do, you're going to be a super spreader event. You can't go to church because you're going to spread and get people killed. And if you go to church, you're going to spread the virus and get more people killed. You can't go to the grocery store without a mask on because you're going to get more people killed. You can't have any kind of congregation no matter where you go, especially in these hard blue states, because if you do so, you're going to spread and be a super spreader and you're going to get people killed. But at the same time, they claim to care and virtue signal and care about these migrants, but they don't, because Joe Biden instigated this entire surge. Joe Biden said on the Democratic debate stage when he was running for president that he immediately would have a surge at the border for these migrants coming from Central America. So it makes no sense when these people say that they care about the spread of the virus, when at the same time they're literally instigating and encouraging people from third world countries to migrate to our country and to be stuffed like sardines in a room without any social distancing. The whole thing implodes on itself. These people don't care. They literally do not care. Because if these people really cared, they would not be putting these people in these situations. They are full of crap. They don't care about the social distancing. They don't care about the 6 feet apart. They don't care about the 3 feet apart. Just like Ted Cruz said, they won't even give them 3 inches apart. They're literally stacked on top of each other, stuffed in a cell that's meant for 80 people, with over 700 people stuffed into this thing. And Joe Biden says on his press conference that this is normal and it happens every single year, and it's just like anything else that's ever happened, when that's not even true. Because the DHS has come out, Department of Homeland Security, they've come out and stated this is the worst that they've seen it in the past 20 freaking years. This is where we are. And the reason why this is so dangerous, I mean, let's just cater to the narrative of the left, right? All the woke Wookiees out there, what are they so afraid of? They fear the virus, right? We have been locked down for how long now? Since last March of 2020, and it's still going on in some blue states. And we have been preached to that you cannot go to church, you cannot have a mass gathering, we cannot go watch baseball, football, we cannot congregate. They told us we can't even have Thanksgiving with our families in some blue states because we could risk spreading the virus. We've been literally put on lockdown multiple times. Our economy has been put on lockdown. Our economy, the growth of it has been completely just stopped and brought to a halt because of this virus. Because of the fear of spreading it. Because people cannot be shoulder to shoulder, even right now. When you get on a plane, people are still freaking out. You cannot get close to people without people looking at you like you're from freaking Mars. Even right now, Texas has lifted the mask mandate, right? But even in Texas, there are still restaurants, there are still radical woke Wookiees that will leave Yelp reviews on the restaurant's review page saying, oh, they don't require masks. Don't go there. They don't require masks. You shouldn't go there. And restaurants are still having the mask mandate, which I guess they can because they're a private company. They can do whatever they want. But out of fear, these restaurants are still locking themselves down, even though the mandate has been lifted, because the public is still afraid. We're never going to move out of this. We're never going to get out of this. But the point I'm trying to make is this. We have been fed this narrative. We have been fed this narrative that we can't do anything. You cannot go to a park. You guys remember when mothers were being arrested for taking their kids to the park on lockdown? And the reason was because of why? People can't go to a haircut. You can't go to church, but strip clubs can remain open. You can do all these things. You're refrained, you're locked down, you cannot spread, because if you do, you're gonna spread, 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 right? But now we have a crisis at the border. And these are the same people that said they care so much about the American people. They want us to social distance. You can't go anywhere without a damn mask on. You can't do anything with your family. You can't congregate. You can't even have Thanksgiving. Now they have instigated a migrant crisis. The influx of migrants coming from Central America are all coming to the United States. No social distancing, no 6 feet apart, no 3 feet apart, no 3 inches apart, including little kids, including women, and including men and families. So now their ideology and now their talking points and their narratives are colliding with each other. Because now if Democrats and the radical, liberal, leftist, wokest Wookiees, if they start to come out and say, hey, we can't let them in because they might have COVID, they're all going to sound like bigots. Now they're going to sound like the xenophobes. Now they're going to sound like the ones calling immigrants and calling migrants dirty because they might have a virus. You see, their ideologies implode on themselves. They're ridiculous. They don't make sense. And it's a ridiculous situation because they're liars and they're hypocrites and they do not really care about the American people. They only peddle these narratives when it is politically beneficial to do so. And right now, I just want you guys to think about this. Look at what is taking place in these detention facilities. It is crushing their own narrative. Their own lies, their own narratives are falling beneath themselves and they're falling right under their feet. That's what's happening. Because when you operate on lies and you operate fraudulently and you operate on not telling the truth, eventually your sin will find you out. Eventually, somewhere down the line, people are going to see you for who you really are. And I hope people see this right now because their ideologies are literally colliding with each other. Literally. They can't go out there and say we have to defend ourselves from the virus because that's going to send a message that these migrants are dirty and they're going to look like xenophobes. So they don't even know what to say anymore. This just proves to you that their narratives are all fraudulent. They're liars and they're hypocrites. And if you guys think that these people are hypocrites and you can see through this garbage yourself and you're not a mindless lemming and you're just going to sit there and be lied to, then drop a 1 in the comment section below. Drop a 1 in the comment section below. But another point I wanted to make as well is now we have politicians, okay? Senator Ted Cruz stating in front of the world that him and other senators went down to take a trip to the border detention facilities to find out for themselves what's really going on. And these politicians request media to accompany them. And did you guys catch what Ted Cruz said? That the administration sent handlers. They sent people to deal with it, to reject them, to reject their requests. You see how dangerous this has become? Where the media cannot accompany politicians, even based upon a request? Now from the top down, the White House is blocking media from seeing something that's taking place, that's blocking media from literally seeing a national crisis at the southern border? Does this make anybody feel uncomfortable? That the White House is pulling this? And they said Donald Trump was the fascist? Refused fascism in California, in New York? All these people that would preach that Donald Trump is Adolf Hitler 2.0 and he was a fascist and his fascist regime is coming in. Nancy Pelosi would say when Donald Trump sent the National Guard into Portland that those were his stormtroopers? Nazi SS? They were painting Donald Trump to be a fascist for the past 4 years, and it hasn't even been 4 months with Biden, and he's already committing fascist acts by suppressing the media. Do you guys see this? It's crystal clear. Everything that they accused Trump of being is what they are becoming. They accuse their opponents of what they are and what they do. And I think right now as Americans, we have to push back and we have to sit here and say, no more. We've had enough. Enough is enough. Enough with the lies, enough with the propaganda, enough with the fake news, enough with the fake narratives, enough with trying to treat us and expect us to believe your garbage. Enough is enough. Because right now we have a humanitarian crisis at the border because it has been engineered by Joe Biden out of his own damn mouth. And they won't let the media accompany senators to show the American people, their constituents, the ones who voted them in, to communicate to them. Suppression of the media is fascism. Suppression of the media is a dictator's move. We are moving into a regime where the media is going to be controlled, where the media is going to be suppressed, where the media is absolutely going to be an apparatus of the state. That is what China does. That is what North Korea does. That is what Russia does. That is what all these authoritarian regimes do. Biden is doing this right now in 2021, and all the radical left wokest Wookiees out there are silent and will say nothing because it's not Trump anymore. You heard Ted Cruz himself. Trump let them in. Even Obama let them in. Even George W. Bush Jr. himself let them in. But Biden won't, because the radical left has sold their soul to socialism and communism and globalism and elitism and authoritarianism. And we are leaning further and further and further more into fascism right now. This is where we are. The Democrat Party, these radical leftists, they have sold their soul to this. They've opened up a can of worms that you cannot put back into the can. It's too late now. And now they're just acting on this. Kamala Harris is not going to do anything at the border. Anyone that thinks that is literally living outside of reality, is denying reality. Kamala Harris is only going to do one thing and one thing only. She's not going to fix it. She's going to do damage control. She's going to do damage control so that the optics end up looking the way that they want them to look. There actually was some media let into one of the detention facilities today. Did you guys know this? I think it was CBS or CBSN. I think they actually let them in with a camera. And they let them into a facility that looked all spiffy, all nice, all clean, all organized. The kids playing basketball, the kids playing kickball, the kids watching TV. That's what you're going to get. Okay? That's what you're going to get. You're going to get controlled media. You're going to get controlled, state-controlled media that controls the optics and the data, and anything that they allow to be seen is going to be what they want you to see. That's happened. The only time the media has been let in to right now, up until this date, is this controlled optics. It looks all clean, it looks all amazing, but these senators go in there undercover on their own and get footage complete opposite. And this is where we are. These people operate off of lies. They operate off of fraudulent claims. They operate off of pure fakery. That is what this administration is, and we're moving into an authoritarian regime because they're suppressing media. The technocracy we live in right now and the radical left, they work hand in hand with big tech. They censor conservative. That's another aspect of authoritarianism that the radical left and the Democrat Party has sold their soul to. We have censorship of speech, an attack on our First Amendment right. And now we have the censorship of the media. Only 2 months into this damn administration. 2 months! And here we are. This is more fascist than Donald Trump has ever even come close to displaying at this point. Actively suppressing speech and actively suppressing the media. That is our First Amendment right, our freedom of speech and the freedom of the press. Soon we're going to be suppressed from protesting. I guarantee you. Anytime it's coming. That's coming. This is an attack on the Constitution. Joe Biden has already alluded to the fact that he's going after the 2A. He doesn't have any reservations for that. This is a coordinated attack on our Constitution. On our Constitution. And in my opinion, it is absolute evil, but it is treason. That's what this is. And I gotta be careful with what I say on YouTube, because right now they are literally inciting, they're inciting people to believe that it is okay to literally subvert the Constitution of the United States. That's a traitor. We're not allegiant to a man. I'm not allegiant to Donald Trump. I'm not allegiant to a singular political figure in the United States. We're not a monarchy. We're not a dictatorship. That's not how this works. We are held accountable to what? We are held accountable to the Constitution of the United States. That is our guide. That's who the president is held accountable to. That is who senators, congressmen, and women, police officers, the list goes on. Us, as citizens, we are all held accountable to the Constitution and obviously God's law. And that is being subverted as we speak. As we speak. The Constitution of the United States is being subverted as we speak. And I'm glad that Ted Cruz exposed this today, because it was very, very, very much needed. Because the American people need to see this. I don't like to make these kinds of things about politics. I don't like to make these things about left or right or Democrat or Republican, but I really do think that the American public does need to see that even when a Republican goes down there, when it's a Democrat thing to do, to go down to the southern border and speak up for those that can't speak up for themselves and expose what the administration is doing, I think that is beneficial for the people that think that's a left-leaning thing to do, because now they're seeing that even a Republican that's going down there to try and expose these things is being censored as well. Being denied media requests. This should concern us all. And if you guys agree with what I'm saying tonight, drop a 1 in the comment section below. I appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in tonight. I know we don't have the best internet connection and the best anything going on right now, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging this weekend. I wanted to hang out with you guys on a Friday night, even when I'm on the road in Dallas. I just try and give as much as I can of myself to you guys, the DH Live Alliance. So thank you guys very much for tuning in tonight. Like I said, I apologize for the technical difficulties. We always got to work those out, but I'm on the road right now. I'm in Dallas right now, but I wanted to hang out with you guys. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. And this really, really, really did hit home for me when I watched it. They're subverting the Constitution so that they can obliterate it, so they can destroy it. That's what they want to do. That's what Black Lives Matter wants to do. That's what Antifa wants to do. That's what authoritarians want to do. They want to remove our sovereignty. They want to remove the Constitution so they can rule over us. If you guys agree with that, then drop a 1 in the comment section below. Alrighty guys, let's get into some super chats tonight. I am 100% independent. Even when I'm on the road, I'm still working for you guys. Still hanging out with you guys. So I thank you guys for all of the donations. I thank you guys for all the support. You guys can support my independent undercover reporting and journalism by dropping a super chat below. We can interact. I'll answer all of your questions. Or you could donate directly on my website below. The link is in the description below on my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App, or you could join the DH Alliance right now and support me monthly for as low as, I think, $5 a month on my Patreon. The links are in the description below. So we have some super chats. Also, if you guys are not going to stay for the super chats, please subscribe to the channel below, hit that bell notification, and toggle on all. Don't be lazy. Big Tech wants you to be lazy. Do not subscribe. Because they want you to be lazy and they don't want you to subscribe, so you never hear the truth from this show. Alrighty, we have some super chats. Let me get this up real quick. Here we go. Pretty serious stuff going on right now in our country, and it's definitely not going to get a pass, at least not from me. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I don't care. We're going to really going to hold you accountable. Alrighty, here we go. Let me pull these up. Okay, we have some super chats rolling in. We had a couple super chats from the beginning, from the Officer Tatum. Thank you, Brandon. Yes, we had some echo. Thank you for the $20 super chats, Brandon. We had some echo at the beginning of this show. Yes, obviously, when we're on the road, we're gonna have some technical difficulties, especially when I'm in a hotel just chilling. I do my best to hang out with you guys, so I hope you guys appreciate it. Even though I don't have the best internet connection right now, I still wanted to hang out with you guys because it means a lot to me. We have another super chat from Solo19YT. Solo19YT, we salute you. Thank you for the super sticker, Solo. I truly appreciate it. I think it's a flex. It's a flex. Yes, we are flexing on the deep state. We are flexing on authoritarianism because that's all you could do at this point. You can't let these people just walk all over you. You gotta flex. So I totally agree with you, Solo19YT. Thank you so much. We have another super chat from JFO. Thank you. We salute you. JFO, thank you for the $10 super chat. JFO says, just keep doing what you're doing. Jason, thank you so much for the support. We thank you. I'm 100% independent alternative media. Thank you for supporting me and everything I have going on. We truly appreciate it here with the DH Alliance, Drew Hernandez Live. I truly, truly do appreciate it. And I thank you so, so much for supporting me. It means a lot to me. It really does. So thank you guys so much for the support. We have another super chat from Sonia Peterson Shepherd. Sonia, we salute you. Thank you, Sonia, for supporting me tonight. Sonia says you don't have to read this, but I'm going to read it anyways because we love you, Sonia. Sonia says, unfortunately, Ted Cruz has not done anything. He is a talker, though. If he meant it, he should do something, not just talk. And I agree. And I've said that from the beginning. I don't think it's right, and I despise Republicans that use this as a talking point or use it as an opportune time just to smear Democrats to score political points. Because what I want to see, just like what Sonia wants to see, and I think everybody else in the chat wants to see, is real change. Real political change. I appreciate the fact that Ted Cruz is going down there and exposing the administration, but what we really want to see is some real change and some real pushback, some real defiance against this authoritarian regime known as the Biden administration. And we really do want to see some policy or something enacted where we can get a handle on this. This is absolutely ridiculous. So yes, I appreciate Ted Cruz exposing this, but we want to see some action from our elected officials, and I think everybody in the chat would absolutely agree with that because we definitely want that. We definitely want that. So yes, guys, like I said, if you would like to support me, drop a super chat below, or you could donate directly on my website. The link is in the description below. If you would like to ask me a question, if you'd like to ask me something, you can leave a super chat down below. I'm 100% independent. I do have some trips coming up. I have some trips coming up here in Texas at the southern border. There's so much going on at the Rio Grande Valley. There's so many other locations that I want to go to. Your provision, guys, your donations go to my flights, goes to my hotels. I don't stay in these flashy hotels. I just need a place to sleep, do my work, and then go back to my wife and then show you guys what we got and take it to the mainstream news. That's what we try and do. So thank you guys for your support. When you donate or you drop a super chat or donate directly to my website, the link is in the description below. That is what you are supporting. So we have another super chat from White House We salute you. White House Thank you. White House says, with Camel Toe taking the lead, I'm assuming Kamala Harris, it's now possible for her to be blamed for the imminent failure. Of course. The problem is she'll go down right when the 25th Amendment is used. We won't have a president or a VP. But that's what I've been saying from the beginning, man, is they can't be blamed because people are unwilling to blame them. Like, there are millions of people that side with Democrats and side with the left that are unwilling to blame them and call it for what it is. They give them passes. That's the problem. The problem is there's millions of people that will not acknowledge that Joe Biden said we immediately need a surge at the border. So months later, what do we have? He's president, Kamala's VP, and we got a surge at the border. And now Kamala Harris is gonna fix it? They caused it. She ain't gonna fix anything. Kamala Harris is just gonna do damage control because that's all she does. They're already suppressing the media, and the only media they let in are controlled. That's what CBSN said. It's controlled access. They're only gonna let you see what they want you to see. That is what North Korea does. That is what China does. That is what authoritarian regimes do. And that is exactly what Kamala Harris is gonna do too. So we have another super chat from Wildcat Ace. We salute you, White House, and we salute you, Wild Ace Cat. Wild Ace Cat. We salute you. Wild Ace Cat, thank you for the $5 super chat. Wild Ace Cat says, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Joe Biden is not a president. He is a dictator. Modern day Hitler. Know your rights and stand up for them. I'll say, hey man, I'll say this one thing. This dude's only been in office how long? Couple months? Already suppressing the media? Already saying he's going to go after the guns? Think about it. And for the past 4 years, they were saying that was Trump. That Trump was Hitler. That Trump was a fascist. I don't know, man. It's looking like Biden. It's looking like Biden is more of an authoritarian than Donald Trump ever was going to be or ever will be. But people are so arrogant and they're unwilling to accept the truth. They're unwilling to accept the truth. And they're unwilling to admit the truth. Joe Biden is literally a dictator. He's not an advocate for freedom. He's an advocate for control. Democrats have sold their soul to this. And they're advocates for control. That's what they are. We have another super chat from HateZE, H8ZE underscore, H8ZE underscore. Thank you for the $10 super chat. We appreciate it. Thank you guys for supporting me. H8ZE underscore says, thank you for doing what you do. Continue to expose the truth. It's horrible what they are doing right now. Thank you so much, H8ZE. I truly appreciate it. Only by you, by the people, we the people, that's you the people, am I supported and am I able to do this. So thank you for helping me to keep doing what I do. Thank you for thanking me, but honestly, I can only do this because of we the people. When you guys drop a super chat or you donate directly on my website, the link in the description, you guys are helping me to combat these fake lies and these fake news narratives. So you guys come alongside of me and you guys help me with this, and I truly, truly do appreciate it. Because without your help, I would literally be nothing right now. So thank you guys for all of the support. Thank you guys for supporting me, not only financially, but the encouragement in the chat and in the comments and all that stuff. I truly do appreciate it. You guys getting involved, you guys dropping super chats and all that good stuff. So I thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight, and thank you guys for supporting me and what I have going on here. I apologize, like I said at the beginning of this stream, having some technical difficulties. I'm on the road right now, doing the best that I can to keep this show going, because I want you guys to stay informed, and I want to continue to keep you guys informed, and I don't want this show to be dropped. So I appreciate you guys very much for tuning in. I thank you guys for supporting me financially. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you guys. Please share this video if you're watching this for the first time. I don't normally have these kind of difficulties. I have my own studio, but I'm currently on the road right now in a hotel. The best place to be, but I love you guys very much. I love the viewers. I love the audience. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I wanted to hang out with you guys tonight, and I wanted to keep this going. So, like I said, I apologize for the technical difficulties in the beginning, and thank you. We have another super chat from Adrian Sanchez. We salute you, Adrian Sanchez. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Adrian Sanchez says, we need to wake people from the wokest matrix. Yeah, we got a bunch of woke Wookiees out there that just can't even think for themselves. Adrian Sanchez says, we need to wake people up from the wokest matrix. God bless you and be safe. Adrian Sanchez, thank you so much for the support, and I totally agree with you. That's why we do this show. That's why I do the best that I can, even when I'm traveling on the road. There's like always something going on. The news is constantly breaking. We are up against something that is a machine that keeps going over and over and over. That's 24 hours, 24/7, doesn't sleep. This fake news narrative, it doesn't sleep. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop at all. So we have to keep up with it. We have to keep up with it. We have to keep up with it. So yes, we appreciate it, guys, and there are tons of stories going out there right now. I wanted to share some articles with you guys tonight, but due to some of the difficulties they have technically, we couldn't do that, so we're going to share some more of those. Those are all on my Twitter as well, by the way. So if you guys would like to continue to support me, you guys can donate directly on my website. I truly, truly do appreciate it, and I thank you guys. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Please make sure to hit that bell notification. Share this video far and wide. You know, just to go to Adrian Sanchez's comment, we need to wake people up. Share this content. Share these videos. Get the links out. Share them on your Patreon. Share them on your Gab. Share them far and wide wherever you could post something. Share, 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 share. And make sure to follow me on all my socials. The links are in the description below. I truly do appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will be back in my studio on Monday. I won't be in this hotel room with all these technical difficulties. So like I said, again, I apologize. So I will see you guys Monday. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Please be safe wherever you guys are. And please continue to be in this fight for this country. Not physically, talking intellectually, just for YouTube out there. So I truly appreciate it, guys. And until next time, guys, I'll see you guys on Monday. Stay free.